It is currently, you would gather probably about 6 o'clock in the morning, and you all know that today is orientation.
I'm up and suited and ready to go.
Okay, and so, with that the case, Jared, would you please describe your character?
I am Gildart's Thundercaller. I am a Goliath barbarian. Um, I stand about 8 feet. Uh, Big, muscular, 300 pound, 350 pound man. Meaty, 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 meaty. If you're a wrestling fan, think Braun Strowman, but with short hair. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it trimmed. Let's just say I'm from a tribe of barbarians where long hair is very accepted, and I want to lay low, so I cut that shit off.
Okay. And what does Gildart's daily morning routine look like? Especially now that you're in this place and getting ready for orientation and meeting
Um,
your new teammates, as it were.
Gildars has been up for about 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
meditating, doing push-ups, sit-ups, drinking plenty of juice,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what type of
and
juice?
he
Tell me
has
what
his
it's for.
warhammer sit right next to him, ready to figure out how to use that thing because he hasn't fully figured it out yet.
Yeah, because it has been a while since you left your family, hasn't it?
It definitely has. Let's just hope my mom doesn't find me and kill me.
Yes. Let's. You hear a knock at your door.
I opened it.
You see, standing before you, a tall and probably about maybe about the same height and same build as you, probably with a little bit more, um, just a little bit more packaging around their waist. You see standing in the doorframe a tall, broad physique of a shifter. Seems to be of the Ursine pattern. You see that she takes off her shades and she goes, "Ah, expected you to be up."
Why wouldn't I be up?
Eh, I mean, that's also true. It's just my job to check on the new recruits to see if they need to get, yanked out of their beds.
This is all I've ever wanted to do, so of course I'm up.
Alright, well, then maybe you can help me go through the rounds and go yank out anybody else who need to.
Sure. I immediately head towards Kite's door.
Okay. Then we will go to that. Kite, can you please describe yourself?
So my name is Kite. I am a tiefling fighter. Right, I'm about 25 years old. I'm about 6'1". Pretty like tone built. Do have like humanish features, just a little bit of like garter skins and different colored eyes because of some little demonic features from it. No horns, sorry. And I am actually not in my room when he wakes up. So sorry. I already took Zara, who's been traveling with me since we lived with Gildarts and we arrived at the agency together. I took him to go and basically like tour the facility, but to drop him off somewhere for somebody to watch him.
Gotcha. So you're currently walking around the facility.
Yeah, we're not even in the room. I set a trap for Gildarts.
Gotcha.
I know how he loves to wake me.
I also do know that he sets traps, so I'm not falling for that shit.
Yeah. So you are just kind of wandering around, and you've noticed that this place has about. It seems to be almost kind of like an underground bunker, and it seems to have at least a good 4 to 5 levels. So there's like an elevator that you can take up to either levels. You have obviously the floor where you have the living quarters, floor where you have like the investigative and meeting rooms, floor where you have the training rooms, the R&D, and the last floor is you have the dock area and for the forensics lab. Where is there any particular place that you're taking Zara? Because you also know that the library is on the R&D lab.
That's where I'm also heading
that was
towards.
like the library. I took him first to go to like work out with him because, like I said, we even when training with teacher, we were always up very early, very early in the mornings.
Gotcha.
So it was just always habit for me to always be up and just make Gildarts look bad because I just wanted to see our teacher sometimes get mad at him sometimes.
That's fair.
But
Mm-hmm.
but we ended up going through the library. We ran into a few people, some I didn't know, just some random workers around, just saying hi, good morning. And yeah, we're still in the library right now, and I wanted to go take Zero to get something to eat.
Gotcha. You kind of see Zara is just currently kind of having his nose in. He has a giant stack of open books next to him, as well as he has his little journal that you remember he had when you also found him, as he's kind of writing those strange symbols in them again, as he's kind of flipping through some of the pages in the books, goes back to scribbling in his journal, and the process kind of repeats itself, and you just hear him go, "Yes, this is quite interesting and fascinating. Father, did you know that a chimera actually has three brains, but only because that they share one body, that each brain has to work one at a time? It's truly fascinating. I wonder how the... And you see he kind of pauses and starts kind of scribbling some notes.
Okay. Zara, it's been about 2 hours. Are you hungry yet? I just got out of the workout area.
Yes.
Maybe we should go get something to eat.
Yes. Yes. Food sounds delicious. Food shall suffice.
Well, good. Well, let's put these books, if you're done with them, somewhere else, so that way we don't get in trouble here. I'm not really used to this place yet.
Yes, it is a very unique and interesting and strange place. There's a lot of magic in here.
Yeah, unique. That's the word I was going for.
Indeed.
I'll walk into the library looking for them.
Yeah, and you see Guildarts and Bloodhound walk into the library.
Did you really think I was going to come to your door for that trap? Did you really think that?
I mean, no, but did you send somebody in first to fall for it?
No, but there is somebody I have in mind.
Oh, goody. Well, we can go ahead and have them later. Also, if you really think that I'm going to fall for my own trap, think again. You already know I don't like being woken up.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I still gotta get up early anyway. It's just kind of, my job to go get the recruits, but you guys seem to have it handled. I'm gonna go fuck off somewhere and go see if I can go go do my job somewhere else. And you see that Bloodhound just kind of turns and leaves.
Hey, Guildarts, who was the tool that was with you earlier?
I'm going to ignore that because I know she heard it.
Don't worry, I'll beat your ass later for it.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad.
I know you're not sorry, and I will not be merciful.
Oh, neither was teacher, but what else is new?
Father, are you ready to go eat something?
Oh, right. Yeah, let's go eat something. Guildarts, you joining us?
It's for food, for breakfast.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yes, it's highly nutritious and very important for your day.
Hi, Zara.
Hello, how are you doing, Uncle Guildarts? I take it by your expression, and you see he kind of takes his journal, flips it to a couple pages, kind of eyes it up, and he goes, "That is a joyous or happy expression?"
Absolutely.
Yes, that is good. Happy and joy will suffice. And you see he closes his book and starts kind of putting away some of the rest of the books to leave. And he goes, "Well, does anyone else care to join me?"
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Lead the way, Zara.
Yes, leading the way. And you see that he just kind of is still kind of mumbling and talking to himself as he's just kind of walking probably about 5 feet in front of you all.
I was going to say, I look at Guildarts. See? He's a nice kid.
I still don't understand why he calls you father.
Again, okay, look, I haven't had the time to explain it, but I will. It's just, there's a lot of things that happen, so, maybe take it a little slow for him first.
Yeah.
Also, I have one little rule while we're here, okay? You remember our fight in the dunes, basically?
You mean the one where, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Don't mention that to anybody. I don't want him fighting. I don't want him training. I don't want him fighting. I'd rather him just stay as normal as possible for the time being, especially while we're here.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, I didn't plan on saying anything.
Yeah, but I know how they have some of these kids here. I've been watching some of the sessions since we got here.
Okay, I can't hold it in anymore. I start running to the lunchroom. I need to get to the lunchroom and see what it's like in his place.
Okay. You see as you run, Zara goes, "Oh, is this a race, Uncle Gildos?"
I pick him up and carry him.
Oh, this is fun. I enjoy this.
Just run
And
to
you-
the lunchroom.
I'm just walking in the back. I was like, "Hey, do you know there's an elevator up here?"
I am speeding through every floor.
I'm literally just gonna take it and straight down. Hopefully, to the kitchen and
You-
be like, "I am here."
You hear Zara going with the occasional, "Wee, yay."
That's right. That's right, Sarah. We're exploring the building.
Incredible. I do enjoy exploring. Wee. And with that, we are going to pick up on Matt. Can you please describe what your character does at 6 o'clock in the morning?
So, Trask is about 5'5". He's human. Shaggy brown hair that just goes right past his eyes. But when his hair moves enough for you to see his eyes, they are piercing green. Extremely skinny. But unnoticeably strong. One of those skinnies where it's all muscle, but you don't know it till you feel it.
Ah, he's that lean cut. He's got the lean physique.
Is that what you would call a slim thick?
Currently, he is in the basement, in the training area with a training dummy. And if you've ever seen The Hunted,
Yeah.
Benicio del Toro style knife drills on the dummy, working his strikes, working his knife work with the blade that was gifted to him.
Okay, yes. And yeah, so as you're kind of going through, as you even have your eyes closed, you're just kind of going through the motions, this beautiful back and forth, almost like a Wing Chun dummy, and like Ip Man style, as you have the wooden arms, as you're just kind of parrying them out of the way, slipping the knife in, one cut across the side that signifies the carotid, another one that comes up and signifies stabbing underneath the rib, and then as you keep stabbing through and through as you're just kind of working and going through the motions.
And also, his dagger is special. It has a black blade with a black hilt, but there is an engraving on the side in gold trim that says, "When sneaking is not enough."
As you were just kind of going through the blade work and stuff, Matt, you have the honor of making the first roll of the podcast.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me a perception check, if you'd be so
Perception.
kind.
That is wisdom, I believe, right?
That is correct.
Yes. I'm smart. I'm smarticle. 16.
16, yeah. As you're kind of going through, even though you're in this kind of lull state where even you're going through the motions, but it just kind of helps you keep calm in that sort of flow, you feel a slight pressure difference just probably about 6 o'clock from you.
May I spin and go for the throat, not lethally, but just as a flourish to finish my move?
Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Again, not trying to actually hurt anybody.
I know.
5.
5.
Well, 8 to hit.
8. As you go and you kind of feel that you're still kind of keeping up appearances, but then you spin and you are for sure that you strike something, but as you open your eyes, you just see a puff of smoke. And probably about 2 inches to the left of where your blade struck, you just see Vekri looking down at you. He goes, you almost got me there that time.
I still have a lot to learn.
Indeed. Seems to be that you're excited or nervous about something. An orientation on your mind.
Just getting ready, and I go back to my drills as he's talking to me.
Indeed. And he goes, he's kind of like looking over. You see that he kind of wants to say something, but he's just kind of muling over, except pick up your back foot.
Are you just gonna critique me, or are you gonna say what's on your mind?
I could do a bit of both, can't I?
Well, wish you would.
Yeah. And you see that he takes you from the dummy and he pulls out his blade. And he puts it to yours. He says, come on, like we practiced.
I come in for a lunch.
Alright, go ahead and for this, because this isn't going to be true combat, go ahead and just make me a acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. 19.
19. As you're going through the ching, 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 as you're still kind of like working those blade patterns and those movements, you can see that Vakri is still sort of just kind of catching up. You see he's probably maybe a little, you're not sure if it's either that he's getting rusty with it or he's just kind of letting you in, but you've been accelerating pretty well at a good pace for the time being. As you're just kind of going through and you hear Vakri finally say, it was just... As you guys are kind of going through this blade working dance, he goes, well, I suppose it's just more in the fact of just kind of looking back on how much you've grown. And now that you're here, we have a bunch of new recruits, and, well, pretty soon you're going to be part of your own team.
No reason if it gets sloppy and I want to try to slip him or trip him.
As you do, you go and trip him with the knife. You see that he kind of blocks. Puts your hand to kind of intercept it, pulls you through, and kind of almost trips you up a little bit. He's like, am I? Kind of plops you back out into the original position. He's just kind of smiling, giving you a shit-eating grin. Come on. You've been training for about 2 hours now?
Yeah.
How about we get something to eat?
Yeah, that's fine. I still don't understand why I can't just join your team.
Well, unfortunately, you're not at that level just yet. And while I know of your potential, you still have to prove your worth just like everybody else.
I call 5 coin purses pretty good worth.
It is, but comparative to 50 platinum pieces, it's still a little bit of work. Come on, let's go get some food.
I shuffle behind him, muttering, your men still didn't see me coming.
I heard that, and no, they didn't. And with that, we're going to go over to, and now I'm going to roll my dice, because this is getting fun. Nick, can you please describe the wonderful character that you have rolled up?
Tell us, Nick. Tell us.
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
Can we also take a moment to describe Nick himself? What he's wearing right now?
Yeah, Nick,
Go
please,
for
by
it.
all means, go ahead.
I want you all to realize that as he's describing his character, he is wearing a Raphael hand-knitted Ninja Turtle hat.
Hat that can also double as a mask when it's cold.
Hey, man, heroes in a
Gotcha.
half shell.
also-
Turtle power.
Show me the
So
mask.
now, please,
Yeah.
tell us your character.
Wait, which Ninja Turtle?
Raphael, the red one.
I have 2 out of the 4. The other 2 are being made.
Dope.
So tell us about your character. Yeah.
All right. Well, his name is Sir Leonard. He comes from a royal family. He is one of many. There have been many Sir Leonards before him. It is a tradition to pass down the name Leonard. He is a cleric, and he really likes to sleep.
What race is he?
Oh, turtle.
Yeah. And can you describe a little bit more of like physicality of what Sir Leonard looks like?
He's about 5'10".
Okay.
Very old.
Interesting.
Like, if you've seen Kung Fu Panda, you know the
Oh,
one...
Master Oogway?
Yeah, Master Oogway, but
Oh.
he has a flowing blue royal cape.
Ooh. I like that. Does he also have a very royal handlebar mustache?
Yes, he does.
He does that? Alright, well, it's canon.
That is canon.
Canon now.
It's canon. There's a turtle with a mustache.
Don't you deny his turtle powers.
Turtle.
So what is Sir Leonard doing up at 6 o'clock in the morning?
He is just sleeping. He's not up.
He is not up. Okay.
He is an old man who needs his sleep.
Gotcha. Well,
Okay, Matt.
is there anything in particular that Sir Leonard is dreaming about?
No.
No? Just kind of a black and empty void.
Yes.
He's like, ah, yes.
A girl
This is
named
nice.
April.
Yes.
Lawsuit.
That's canon.
God, it's canon, but also I'm really afraid we're gonna get fucking sued.
Aprel.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
April.
April.
It's very.
It's Elvish.
It's that weird. It's that weird.
Elvish, one who reports news.
It's Elvish in Ondarian, so she's like, so it's Elvish in Ondarian. It's
She's a
weird.
town crier.
She's a town crier and also investigative journalist. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna die.
Sir Leonard is currently asleep. You hear a knock at your door.
Who is it this time?
Who do you think?
Not you again. Can't I just sleep?
No?
Fine.
You either get up or I come in there and I drag your turtle shell out.
Fine, I'll get up.
There you go.
I don't want to get dragged outside again.
No. I mean, it was fun for me. It wasn't for you.
Gildar's just having a flashback to when the turtle was dragged out naked.
Just removed your shell. Just left it out. You don't get this back until you get out of your room, young man.
He doesn't know why. He
Young
doesn't know
man,
why.
I'm older than
He
you.
doesn't know why, but he's having a flashback.
I just want to ruin this for everyone else. Why is the lady dragging us to orientation? Roz from Monsters Inc.
Hey,
Inside the papers.
don't get mad because she has a raspy voice, alright? I'm a fucking bear person, okay? I don't need to explain my shit to you.
Oh,
No wonder Sir Leonard is scared. I didn't sign the papers.
You need to sign your paperwork, goddammit.
She's a bear person, huh? Like Sully?
More like a... Go ahead and make me a history check. If you would be so kind.
History check.
Yes, history check.
Can I also make
Holy
one?
crap,
Since
what's that
I-
under?
Sure. Actually, if
It's under
everybody would
intelligence.
like to make a history check, then go ahead.
Can
I make one with
okay.
advantage since we discussed my knowledge of knowing
10.
about
Yeah,
things?
I'll say.
What die do I roll for that? I'm sorry.
D20. So
Is
it's
that
going to
this
be...
one?
That's correct.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Is that intelligence?
Yep.
I rolled a 4.
You got that one.
I'm blaming it on
Then
my Alzheimer's.
I got a 14.
Okay, so Gildarts, and just kind of for general knowledge, you all know that shifters are basically what are known as hybrid or chimerans. Basically, long time ago, there was this really interesting metamorphosis of animals. Most people think that they can trace the shifter lineage back to lycanthropy, as that kind of seems to make the most sense. However, it's this weird actual like scientific definition that lycanthropy and shifters are not in the same wheelhouse, though they share similar traits. Shifters instead of werewolves like shifting from looking like a human to a full-on hybrid animal, shifters are in that middle, so they are basically kind of have those very anthropomorphic characteristics. She's particularly an Ursine because she has definitely a lot more hair, definitely a lot more body hair. It's a lot brisker. You also do see that she has basically like a bear snout and a mouth with 2 tusks pointing out from the bottom. You see that her eyes are a bright yellowish color. You see probably by the coloration that she is probably like a brown bear variant. So are you gonna open the door or not?
Yeah, I guess.
There you go. Hey, what's going on here? You see, she's kind of just standing there with her hands on her hips.
Well, what's going on here is you woke me up.
Yeah, I did. That was fun. Remember when we had that bit that we did, like, when I woke you up? We did that, like, 2 seconds ago. That was pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you ready to go?
I guess.
Wait, that's either a yes or no answer.
Yes.
Good, good. That's the answer I like to hear. See, I mean, it could have been worse, you know. I could have just dragged you out.
Not again.
I mean, it was fun for me.
You stole my shell.
I did. It was fun for me, like I said. Alright, come on.
Stole my shell.
Wait, so I guess
Flashback.
now it is also canon that the fact that you have, like, it's armor that you can
Removable.
remove. It's just removable armor.
I wonder if he like
Vision
take it off
of
of
Sir
Leonard running out of his hut, just covering his sensitive areas. Like, wait, wait.
With a cane in one hand.
Cut to
No,
me.
he's covering
My
up.
eyes.
No,
my eyes.
He is covering up with his royal cloak.
Yes. That is why you have your royal blue cloak.
Oh,
Yes.
God. I think we should introduce our last player.
Yeah, as you go and meet everybody out into the cafeteria as well. And saving the best for last. Breezy, can you please describe your character for us?
Okay, Ayana Dazzler. She is a bard. She has olive skin, bright green eyes. Her hair is. That's why I was looking at you when you was. I was like, oh, excuse me. You know Ayana, don't do that. But bright green eyes, and her hair is a very silvery, right, like Targaryen type.
Ayana sounds like a bad bitch.
She
already.
is a bad bitch. She's very petite. She's like 5'4". Her
She's
hair.
a midget.
Her hair.
Little person.
There was one time when right, we don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Her her hair. There was one time when she was a kid and she got tree sap all in her hair. So her caretaker shaved her head to get all the tree sap out, and within a week her hair grew back to waist length. So her hair grows very fast and very rapidly. So she tries to keep it trimmed every day. She trims her hair up every day. So right around 6 o'clock will be the time where she's waking up and just laying in her bed like, ugh, I gotta do shit. I don't want to do shit. And she's like rolling over, and like by the time she's done, her hair is just, it's wrapped around her face. And that's even more of an excuse not to get up.
Well, funny you should mention that, because you hear a soft knock at your door and you go, hey, you up?
No,
That sounds like you up.
I'm not.
That sure does sound like to me that you're up.
Well, I am now.
Oh, well, good. Well, you can go ahead and come and join us.
Okay. So she gets up and she does her thing. She trims her hair down to about shoulder's length, and she puts it in 2 pigtails because she ain't got nothing else to do. And she opens, right, for a second. And she opens the door and she's like, yes?
Ah, and you see standing before you the bugbear that you saw on your way in. That, much like the shifter bloodhound, bugbears are basically a subset of hobgoblins / goblinoids that were natives here to Khorvaire. You know that this bugbear's name in particular is Clark Barkland, but he goes by his tag name of Fluffy because of all just the matted, bright brown hair that he has.
My man Fluffy.
He goes, hey, so how you doing? Doing good? Had a pretty restful street. I know you had a pretty rough week getting here, so I'm checking in. Figured, your son told me that figured you have somebody else here, making sure if Bella Liza gets a little too forceful, we've been trying to talk to PR about that, but she usually just starts throwing fucking chairs. Yeah, just checking in, doing a check, getting everybody ready for orientation.
Ayana's still she's just in her t-shirt and her little basketball shorts or whatever. And she's just like, oh,
Fantasy booty
Fluffykins.
shorts.
Little thought pants or whatever. Oh, Fluffykins, thanks. Okay, honestly, I'm not ready to get up. Is there anything, like, I can just sleep for a little bit longer?
Sorry.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, sorry.
5 minutes. 2 minutes.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check. That is going to be a D20 plus your persuasion skill,
Which is
plus
charisma.
your charisma modifier. So that's going to be your
Plus
proficiency
3.
bonus. Yep, so your charisma is 3, and then your proficiency is plus 1, so it's going to be a D20 plus 4.
14.
He kind of thinks about it and goes, all right, you know, I like you, and like I said, you had a pretty stressful week getting here. How about this? How about I let you sleep in for another couple, like 5 minutes, come and check on you until then?
Thank you so much. Thank you. And she instantly closes the door and doesn't care.
He's like,
She's like,
you know, okay. I guess I'm just gonna, alright, cool, I guess I'm just gonna go then. Alright, cool, and you just hear footsteps.
And she just flops into her bed like, wraps up in the cover like, and instantly just trying to go to sleep, trying to go back to sleep.
Knock, knock, motherfucker. Yeah, you want me to drag you out here again? I'll fucking do it.
Yoda's just having a flashback of her being dragged out.
Calling. Calling at the door. No. She opens the door, putting on the rest of her clothes, if there's any left of her clothes.
Yeah, you have the clothes that you came with, as well as some of the clothes that the agency provided.
Okay, she likes to dress a little skimpy. It's fine.
Yeah.
So she's just putting on a little tank top or whatever, and she's like, "Yes."
You ready to go?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. Come on. See, look, I even got your buddy here, and she just kind of gestures her her sharpened fingernail thumb, and you see Sir Leonard, just kind of chilling back there.
Hey, Lennykins.
Lennykins?
Lennykins.
When did that become a thing?
It's always been a thing since like now.
Oh. Hello.
Fine, I guess I'm ready. Let me just grab a few things and I'll be out the door.
Alright, cool.
So she goes and grabs like her hair ties and like just a little bit of makeup, just a little bit. She don't need too much.
Yeah.
But it's actually a lot. But shh, nobody needs to know that.
It's a secret to everyone.
It's a secret to everyone and no one.
Exactly.
Well, now it's...
I mean, it's canon now. Alright, as you kind of do and you kind of step back, you see a bloodhound goes, alright, so, which one of you is ready for breakfast? Perfect, let's go. You see, she just like, she's like leading you guys, but like close enough that you guys, if you tried to run away, you're still within arm's reach of her.
Basically, don't fuck up. Nah, you're not gonna fuck up.
It's fine.
Ayana is like
Now I will.
yawning and tugging at her pigtails every like 30 seconds. She's
Is Ayana pulling her own hair? Is that her kink?
I mean,
that's for later.
Sir Leonard's just looking at her like she's crazy.
As you all conveniently make it to the cafeteria at the same time, you see that it is basically your standard affair. You have your cafeteria lines for the different foods right on the left side of you. This room itself seems to be about 40 by 50 feet.
I just imagine that like me and Kite have gotten there early, and Kite just has some like just getting like grapefruit, just that's it. Meanwhile, cut to me like I'll have some of that, I'll have some of that, a little bit of that. Give me some of that, that, and that.
Yeah. So
Hildards, it's not an all-you-can-eat buffet.
We don't have to pay.
Stop talking with your mouth full.
Never. Oh God. Oh, so this is what food tastes like when it's made with love.
I hear.
Oh God. Mom used to make me eat dirt before I could eat food. She said it would toughen me up. Oh God. Oh God.
No, that was because I asked her if I could switch out your.
This is mammoth bacon. Mammoth bacon. This tastes delicious. Oh God.
Well, don't have a fucking orgasm, kid. Like, Jesus. You see Fluffy's just kind of like... Fluffy's been standing there for a while, just kind of like trying to figure out what in the fuck to say.
My man, Fluffy. Thanks for bringing us.
Hey, no problem, man. I mean, like, thanks for being out in the middle of the desert like a fucking lantern.
By the way, can you not mention what happened?
What, we found you in the desert?
Not that thing, the other thing.
Yeah, that we found you in the desert, and you see he kind of gives you...
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's all cool. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Hey!
I'm looking at Gildar, just shaking my head like...
Okay, what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to not take the hammer, or just don't look at me?
I know what you're talking about.
I'm talking to Zhao, okay? Like, was I just not supposed to take the hammer? Don't look at me like that, okay?
I'm mumbling in my mouth.
Okay, Fluffy knows. Okay, I know he knows. He's not going to say it.
Shut up.
And you see Fluffy just kind of leans into you guys really quietly. He goes, I mean, to be fair, Zhao Ken, you also can't really talk. You know, you not only brought your kid with you, but, you know, the little package you got on your back.
You did not bring that.
Okay, to be fair.
Yeah, he brought that.
Oh.
I mean, also, you don't have any room to talk either.
But he was talking so much about no, you were talking so much about me and you brought that.
So let me see if I can. So
First off, that is mine. Secondly, I didn't carry it. Zara did.
so let me make sure I break this down for the two of you. For the amount of failure, it's a 3 out of 3. But Guildarts can claim 1/3 of that, and Zhao Ken, you can probably claim 2/3 of it. But it's still an overall failure. Overall, like you both failed. Just letting you know, you're making the clear distinction that you both fucked up.
I'm going to go get some more Fruitios.
Actually, be good. Hey, Vakri, how you doing, man? Trest, how's it hanging?
Fluffy?
How's
How's your day going?
You know, just wandering around, being annoying and sneaking up on people.
My favorite hobby.
Ha
Food?
Yeah, go get your food. I was just here, you know, making sure we keep. Oh, there she is. I was making sure that we keep Bloodhound in line, you know, that she doesn't drag anybody out again.
As soon as Trask sees Bloodhound, straight turn around, no eye contact made, straight to the buffet.
Yeah, as soon as Gildar senses that she's in there, he's just like this. I will have fruit instead.
I just look at both of them and was like, am I the only one who has not been dragged out by Crash? Bloodhound, I was like, am I the only one who has not been dragged out of my bed?
Good morning, recruits.
Good morning. I salute.
I like that, Gilly.
Good morning, Bloodhound.
How y'all doing today?
I just walked
Hungry.
Hungry? Morning to you too, Zhao Ken. You sleep pretty good.
That's a rock.
That's good. Well, hey, I brought you some new friends, and you see that she just kind of hands out her hand, and you see Sir Leonard, and I'm sorry, Breezy, one more time. What's your character? Ayana. And Trest, I think you met you have interacted a little bit with Sir Leonard and Ayana, but they came in probably about a week or so ago. Guildarts and Zhao Ken, this is the first time that you have actually interacted with them.
Huh.
You're a turtle.
Surprise, surprise, look at that. You know your animals.
You're extremely astute.
These are the people I'm stuck with?
You see that she just kind of like nods her head.
Wait, what?
Wait, no.
Oh yeah, didn't you know these are your new teammates?
Yanni just kind of. Oh yeah. Ayana announces herself. She's like, "You guys can just call me Yanni," yawning and wiping her eyes. Just still tired.
Alright. You know, as long as you guys follow my lead, we'll be fine. And I go make a play.
Who died and put you in charge?
I go make a play.
You walk away.
I'm following him. Like, who
Well,
died
I
and
heard
put you in
food.
charge?
Yeah.
Well, I heard food.
Yeah, we're all going to get food except for Kaito. Like, who died and put you in charge? No, I should be in charge. I'm the muscle.
Yeah, that's right, big boy. You're the muscle.
I'm not an idiot.
Made of a bunch of blocks.
I'm the brains.
I take your tray and eat your food and put the tray down.
He may be the muscle, but I'm the brains.
Trash starts reaching for his dagger.
You just
Yanni-
see Vakri just kind of
I'm
like...
reaching for my hammer as well.
You just see Vakri just kind of like lean it back on a wall, just kind of like just surveying everything.
I reach for my hammer, but then I also kind of know that Bloodhound's probably like, yeah, if you start a fight in here, I'm going to knock both your heads off. So I slowly go, you know, that's rude of me. Let me go get you some more.
Appreciate it.
Yanni just kind of puts her head on the table and just like takes a quick nap while all the bullshit is happening.
What'd you say, Kite?
Oh, I was about to say, I'm just looking for Zara. I think he was sitting at one of the tables, and I was just going to go by him real quick.
Yeah, you see Zara sitting at one of the tables. You see that he has the collection of books that he had at the library at one side, and his notebook on the other side, and with a plate of a plate of mammoth bacon in the middle, as he just kind of takes a piece and just kind of like works it into his mouth, and like actually doesn't like hold it to chew it in, and just kind of like yeah.
I bring Trash his food, but then I walk over to Zara and I'm like, Zara, you eat it like this. And I show him how to eat it.
You see, he kind of like takes it and kind of goes like, and kind of like awkwardly kind of tears it, and you kind of see it just kind of gets stringy a little bit, and you're like this.
Better. We'll get there.
You see that he slowly puts it back in, kind of like rips it a little bit faster.
There you go.
This.
Yes. You chew,
True.
and then once it gets really, really mushy,
And you see
Now-
he's writing all this down.
now swallow.
Swallow.
That's what she said.
Oh. And you see.
You didn't teach him how to eat?
No, I punched Gildarts in the nose because I know where he was going with this.
I was just teaching him how to eat. That's legit all I was teaching him.
Sure.
Yeah,
Dad, why did you punch him in the nose?
Oh, I punch him back in the nose.
it just seemed like an opportune moment.
Trash is just laughing.
I punch Trash in the nose.
Trash, you
I
get
punch
punched
Trash
in the nose.
For laughing.
Matter of fact, I like this. I'm like, all right, let's get these out the way, everybody. And I just lean in my face, punch me in the face. Let's get this over with.
Oh, hell yes. Let's do this.
I take the butt of my dagger and
Punch him in the face. Oh.
I reach behind like I'm going to punch him and I grab a chair.
Oh.
Make me an attack roll, Shao Kahn.
That is a 16, a 17.
What's your AC?
I think he just was grabbing the chair just to sit down and watch.
Oh, were you? I legitimately imagined that you were gonna like punch him in the nose, but then grab a chair and smack him with it.
No. I said I was going to secretly punch him, but I really turned so I could grab a chair.
But wouldn't he have to do a sleight of hand just to me to go, oh God, he's not going to hit, he's going to hit me with a chair instead?
No.
Alright.
He also just wasn't gonna hit you with the chair in the first place. So that's
Oh,
a neat
okay.
point.
No, I was gonna just sit down, honestly. and
Yeah.
just watch you-
He just kind of like sit down.
Oh, thank God.
That's just what could have happened.
Sean, I basically bring up the chair towards him like I'm gonna hit him, and then sit down and be like, all right, I'm watching.
Gotcha.
Oh, all right. Now that we've gotten that out the way. Oh. Are we done here? Can we let's get this orientation over with since we have to deal with each other?
Ayana wakes up, like, just instantly hops up and slams her fist on the table, like, oh shit, orientation! That's what's supposed to be going on! And then she, like, runs to, like, the fucking... runs to the fucking...
and you think I'm the dumb one.
and she runs to, like, get some food. She
stand
grabs, like...
corrected.
She just runs off to get some food.
Truce.
Sir Leonard is just sitting there watching, chewing some bacon.
Mammoth bacon.
Mammoth bacon.
Leonard, how have you been?
I've been better. I'm not missing my shell today, so that's a plus.
Knees giving you problems still?
Yeah, I have to carry this cane. I don't know why it looks like a sword.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because it's probably a sword.
Oh!
Vakri,
Yeah.
when do these tests start?
Should be in the next couple of hours or so.
Are you guys not watching the Rumble no more?
You
I
can
mean,
make background
we can edit
comedy.
it out.
yeah, we can also edit it out. So what's up?
Nay, I turned it off because I figure I'm gonna watch it with sound later in case CM Punk does show up.
I'll be careful.
Oh, I mean, I can actually just pause it. Pause it.
But no, we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
What's up? Okay.
That's all.
Alright.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yep. I'm enjoying the game.
I'm glad.
I've already punched Jared.
And I've already
Jared's
punched
already
her.
punched me.
I've already insulted them.
Yes, yes, you have.
Oh, and apparently Nick is a turtle with a removable shell.
In a blue royal cape.
Yeah, you read that, didn't you?
You spoiled it?
Why the hell are you spoiling it for yourself?
Did you just spoil it? For yourself?
knew it was happening, but I just wasn't ready.
So Edge did show up. You watched it?
I'm listening to the live stream on someone else's podcast.
No, MVP showed up. That's actually what happened.
Uh-huh.
He did actually. No, he actually did show up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's not talk about it anymore. I want to watch it later. Can we get back to the game?
Yeah, I'm waiting for y'all.
All right.
Okay.
Am I ready?
I've ignored this whole conversation.
Vecri.
Yes.
I muted my mic.
A moment.
Of course. You see, kind of like walk over to one corner of the cafeteria.
Are we sure these other three are reliable?
They're just as reliable as you are. They may not look it, but they have potential.
Ayana kind of just walks up behind him like, oh, you guys talking about reliability.
A matter of yes and a matter of no.
So what's your opinion on me? Am I reliable?
You have potential to be reliable.
That's good enough for me. And she just chows down on her fucking orange or whatever.
You see Vacri just kind of like takes his hand down, just kind of goes like, see? Think of it as a wonderful mental and emotional training exercise.
I walk up to them and I go, so, what's everybody else's training history, I guess?
Well, that, and you see Vacri slowly starting to step away, is a discussion that you should have with your team.
Yeah, so what?
And you see that he just like, as you say that, you know that he just disappears.
So, what? Okay, I guess. Yeah, okay.
It looks like we should have a conversation.
Yeah. So, I'm. I hate to be that guy, but from your looks, rogue?
Ooh.
Did you just assume my role?
Ooh.
Hey.
Yes, I'm a rogue. Let's
Okay.
go ahead and have a team.
All right.
Knowing Sir Leonard's tendency to sleep, Trash is gonna
Leonard.
sit down next to him and we're having a team meeting.
A what? We're a team?
Apparently we're a team.
How long have you been asleep?
Probably about an hour.
All right.
I was
Yanni's
asleep
like,
the second I walked out my door.
Yanni's finishing her orange. She's like, a
Yanni it
team
is.
meeting. You can call me Yanni if you want. She pulls like another fucking orange out of her fucking bra or whatever. And she's like eating another
You
one.
can just go get another orange.
Or you could just mind your business. Anyway, I find it interesting that you guys don't have any alcoholic options for breakfast.
So what exactly?
What exactly do you do?
Yes.
Who, me? I do things. I don't. What kind of question is that to ask a person?
An obvious one?
What is your speciality?
Oh, I don't know. I'm still figuring things out, honestly. I'm very tired. I just woke up. So if you could just move this question on to the next person, that would be great for me.
Leonard, I know what you do. You're of the healing arts.
Yes.
What about you, big man?
I break things.
Of
Very
course you
well.
do. And the child?
The child doesn't do anything. Kite is the fighter.
I like reading books. You hear the child just kind of like pipes up with a piece of bacon still kind of stuffing out of his mouth.
Okay. And there was Pike?
Kite.
Kite.
He's my dad.
I see. And
We
will you,
actually, if you notice, we don't look anything alike.
Will your child be joining us for this adventure?
Negative, and most likely probably neither will I. I look at Gildart. I told you, we're going to have to talk later, but I don't think that me and him should go out as much. I'm sorry.
Don't think you'll have that option.
So
That
the
says you're wrong.
4 of us then. Fantastic.
Actually, by my account, it should be all 5 of you, though I could have chose wrong. And you see, stepping out, you now see in her more casual attire, you see that she has her cloak coming out. You see that she has her official agency uniform on, her bright yellow sun-colored head wrap coming out with just a bit of her red hair, and her dark ebony skin with her pointed ears. The director, as you see that she's just kind of standing over your table.
Director, ma'am, good to see you.
It's good to see you too as well, Trust. I see that by the bruises on your faces that everything is coming along.
We have made introductions.
Excellent.
What do you? I look at her while she said that. I was like, "What are you, the town crier?"
Ooh.
You see that she doesn't even react, and she goes, "It's nice to see that you all are trying to gain some sort of cohesion. You are going to need it for the troubling times ahead."
Speaking of which, Director, if
Yes.
permission to speak,
Of course.
what is our test?
That, unfortunately, I cannot reveal until you get through your trials. But I assure you it will, well, test each and every one of you, both as individuals and as a unit. That's
well,
fair
I'd love
enough.
to break up this little sleep fast. I need to drop off Zara by your guys' kid thing before they go ahead and open up. So I'm gonna exit out early. Zara.
You see Zara just kind of is like still sitting there saying, "Oh, the director spoke to me earlier. She was going to take me there." And you see
I just look at the director. Yeah.
she just kind of smiles and, "Yes, of course. After all, I did say there were going to be 5 people assembled on this team, did I not?"
Yanni's kind of just counting on her fingers like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm thinking in the back of my head, this is all Gildart's fault. I know this is his fault. I swear to God, one of these days I'm gonna just bury him.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Maybe we should start the trials.
I believe that is the best course of action if everybody is concluded with their breakfast.
I have sufficiently eaten.
While putting another, the last slice of mammoth bacon that was left in the entire place into my mouth, I think I'm done.
Very good.
I was hiding one more.
Yanni grabs it.
Oh, yours.
Make me a dexterity check and make me an athletics check. You're making a dexterity check to see how fast you can snatch it. You're making a athletics check to see how long you can hold on to it.
Can I make a strength check just to see if I don't let go instead?
Sure.
What am I rolling?
You're going to be rolling a d20
This one,
and
right?
add your dexterity modifier.
And that's +2.
Yep.
12.
What'd you get?
A 17.
Yeah, as you go and you do grab it, but you just kind of get a lot more resistance, and you see without a second thought, Gildarts is still just holding on to the Titan gripping the mammoth bacon.
I immediately just put the whole thing into my mouth up until I had his fingers and just suck it in, and I was just like, "That's mine."
You see, Yusen just kind of nods and kind of gives herself a little bit of a chuckle. She goes, "Well, this certainly will be interesting." Now, if you all could follow me, Zara, you can go ahead and follow Valkyrie out. And you see Zara go, "Yes, ma'am." And you see he kind of closes up and kind of gets his books underneath. And he's like, "Where are we going, Mr. Valkyrie?" He's like, "Well, I suppose we could go for a little walk somewhere. Does that sound wonderful to you?" He goes, "Yes, I love going on walks. Walks do suffice." And you see they...
See you soon, Valkyrie.
Of course. I'll see you soon, Trask. We'll talk more.
I'm right at the director's heels.
Yeah. As you all are kind of falling out, you go back, Trask, but for everyone else, go back into the training room. And you see standing there, cracking her neck, she goes, well, fuck. Let's see. Who's going to be training with me today?
You said I'm not there?
No, you're back in the training room.
Oh, okay.
Like, she just led you guys back into the
Okay.
training room. And let's see. She goes, well, Gildarts. Looks like it's your lucky day.
I walk in. I'm like, first of all, I just like to say it's a pleasure to train with you.
Of course. It's nice to always see a fan.
I think in the back of my head. Yes.
Oh god.
And you see next to her is 2 more shifters. One of them looks more like a lynx or like a puma, as they kind of have this very short stature, but they are equally built. You know this to be Ratcatcher. She is the monk of the group.
I see her and immediately.
And you see on the right side of Bloodhound a more lionesque sort of figure in that sort of regard, where standing tall and proud, wielding a shield and spear in the other hand. And you see this, and you remember this, as Packmaster.
Packmaster. Batmaster.
So, how this is going to work is I'm going to have each of you roll a D100. And that means I get to tell you what special thing that you all get. So, who would like to go first?
I was called out, so I might as well go first.
Alright, go ahead, Gildarts.
70.
Alright, and roll a D10 for me.
Which one's the D10 again? This one.
Yep.
7.
77. Extensive knowledge. You gain a +2 to a skill check of your choosing.
Ooh. Skill check?
Yep. So any of your allocated skills?
Which would be... Wait, like strength and all that?
It would be either thing like history, investigation, insight, so on and so forth. Athletics, acrobatics.
Might as well add on. Might as well add on to my... Let's just add on to my, my acrobatics.
Okay. And so how do you describe that narratively? Because you have this +2 to your acrobatics.
I like to imagine that kind of like Team 4-star, like in the way that I get more acrobatic is by like the teacher keeps telling me to dodge, and eventually I just start dodging and get more like narrow and acrobatic, like, oh god, just start finding new ways to get out of the way.
Yeah, you see that Bloodhound is basically chasing you around with this giant ass log that she found. She's like, dodge! Dodge! She's like, oh good! You're learning! Now I get to make it more fun.
If you can dodge a log, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, basically that, but I'm also like the first time she was like this, here's what we're gonna do, and I'm like, what's with the log? And then the first time she just wham! And I'm like, oh.
You felt that? Don't feel it again.
And I started moving out the way like, oh god, no! And she's caught me a few more times, but it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, oh god. No, please, stop. Why?
Very good. Matt.
43.
He was doing that. I was just like, oh god, if teacher could only see this.
43. Matt, your special skill is arms training. You gain proficiency in all categories of firearms. And if you are already proficient, you gain a +1 to your attack bonus to a specific firearm type.
Ooh. Wait, firearm as in...
As in a gun.
Oh.
You could learn gun fu.
Gun fu.
That's a thing.
So, okay, can you explain that one more time so I can write it down?
Yeah. Arms training. Gain proficiency in all firearms. And if you're already proficient, you gain a +1 to your attack bonus to when using a specific firearm type. So like let's say if you want to use a rifle over a revolver, or like a rifle over a handgun, you get a +1.
Can I choose that now?
Yeah, you can choose it now.
Oh, yeah. +1 to revolvers.
Alright. Very good.
Dang.
Nick, would you go ahead and roll your D100 for me, please?
Already did.
What'd you get?
50.
50. Oh, this is funny. Advanced close quarter combat tactics.
Did you roll the D10 also though?
Yes.
Yeah. I got a 2.
Yeah, 52. So, you get advanced close quarter combat tactics. You gain a +2 damage bonus to all unarmed strikes.
Ooh.
So that also stacks with your claws.
Nice.
So your claws basically do a 1d4 plus 5, technically, because your strength is.
Damn.
Yeah, no, your strength is +3. Yeah.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, you're actually working with Ratcatcher, and you see the moves that she's kind of going, and actually you see that she's really in tune. She goes, you don't necessarily have to hit them blow for blow. You don't. Always remember, you don't have to overpower your opponent. What matters is that how you outmaneuver them. Well-placed strikes, balancing of momentum, increasing, decreasing, ebbing and weaving of the flow. That's the most important thing that you should remember. Okay. Would you please roll your D100 for me?
I got 80.
80. Extensive knowledge. Gain +2 to a skill check of your choosing.
Oh boy. Can I do one to already that has
These permanent?
+2 because of my race?
Yeah, you can. It's a skill check of your choosing.
Oh, okay. Then let's do just to even them out. Does that be +2 or can it be 1 and 1?
It's a +2.
Oh, it is +2. Okay. Let's just do it to strength then.
It's not to your ability score, it's to a skill. So either acrobatics,
Oh, it's my
athletics,
skill.
medicine, stuff like that.
Oh, then my athletics.
Okay. Just know you have an extra +2 to your athletics.
Yay.
And Yanni, what did you get?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
These the.
Yes, that's perfect. Go ahead and roll those for me, please.
32.
32. Ooh. Tools of the trade. You gain 1 proficiency in a tool set of your choice.
Ooh.
So, that could be something in a matter of like thieves' tools, jeweler's tools, a forgery kit, a poisoner's kit, medicinal kit.
I think I want a medicinal kit because
All
you
right.
know we can.
Yeah, go ahead and
Extra
write.
healing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Go ahead and write in your inventory medicinal kit and in parentheses 3 uses.
All right, hold on, wait. Where is?
For your equipment, it should be on. Oh, let me see. Here we go.
Top.
Yeah, it's out.
And then you said what else?
Medicinal kit, 3 uses. And that concludes your first day of training.